Hello again, and today I'm taking a look at something totally different. A couple of months ago, DP Review posted an article about a new kind of film stock being launched on Kickstarter by Lomochrome called Metropolis. The Kickstarter page is still there, where you can read some interesting information about the film's development. It's designed to give grainy, high-contrast pictures with muted colours, leaving you with some very cool-looking, gritty images. I live about 1.5 hours away from any location that could legitimately be called a metropolis, but I loved the look of the pictures, and I got in touch with Lomochrome to ask for a sample roll of the film, and thankfully they had just one left, hand-spooled, with 20 exposures left. I loaded it into my film camera, a little Canon EOS 300V, which is a really great little camera by the way that you can get quite cheaply on eBay, and I felt a 24mm lens would be most appropriate for some cityscapes, so on went my old Samyang 24mm f1.4. Looking at some of the pictures I took, an autofocus lens would have been a better idea, but at least I reckon I chose the right focal length, and here's some of the results. This film stock doesn't have a published official sensitivity rating. Instead, Lomochrome claim it can be effectively shot with your camera set between 100 and 400 ISO. In most situations, you should just set your camera to 200 ISO for good results, although if you're shooting on a very sunny day, then 100 might be better. But however sensitive this film really is, it's exceptionally grainy, which is obviously the look they were going for. But although it's grainy, it's still reasonably sharp for 35mm, as you can see here. If you've got everything in focus, then you can get some detail in there. And of course, those colours and contrast, I really love them. My own personal hobby is landscape photography, which isn't really what this film is all about, but in other situations, these kind of gritty, muted colours mixed with striking contrast just really do it for me. I haven't edited these images at all, by the way. This is exactly how they came back to me from the developer. I love that style, and I think Lomochrome could be onto a winner here. I'm glad to have tested it out. The film is designed to be processed at any film lab. It doesn't need a specialist service or anything. You'll probably want to tell your lab what ISO your camera was set to when you're shooting. That might help them to process it a little better. The film stock is available from a few different sellers, and I'll put links in the description for you. They're not affiliate links, by the way. I'm not trying to sell anything here, just find the film really interesting. It's available in 120, 35mm and 110 format. It sells in the UK for about £12 per roll of 36 exposures, so it's not cheap. But its unique look is pretty awesome if you ask me, and if I lived in the middle of a city instead of the countryside, I'd probably keep a few rolls in the fridge for some moody images on a rainy day.